Hey everybody, happy Friday. Are you wearing red today? Remember everyone deployed. Remember everyone deployed. Wearing red on Fridays. I'm one of those guys that used to be deployed, but I'm not anymore. So we're sitting outside the office, and this week we're talking about networking, right? So we started out, we get to the event, we go into the restroom and wash your hands and take a look in that mirror. Say hi to that person. The only one of you. The you, the original. That person that you can trust within at any time, anywhere. Hard to imagine, huh? When your gut goes off, that's your intuition, right? Think about that. Trust it. Your intuition is probably never going to let you run you astray, because it's already broken into a whole lot of circuits in there that's helping you make decisions. So we're in the restroom and we're getting all psyched up to go out there and step into our power pose, and we walk out of the restroom and down the hall and walk into the event. We're standing there for a moment, hands down to our sides, addressing the room. And then we're looking around the room, right? Looking around the room. Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for stopping. And in doing so, we're not freaking out over how many people's in the room. We're gaining visual contact, eye contact, with only 3 or 4 people that we want to make sure that we would like to talk to for some reason, because all of a sudden they looked at you when you came in, sized you up for a second or two, and then engaged with whoever they were speaking to at the time. Or maybe they're looking around trying to figure it all out, right? So then we told you, find a table, the host table or a vendor table or someone that you can connect with, that you wanted to connect with, and open your conversation with somebody who wants to talk to you, right? So the host table says, hi, welcome to our event. Hi, thank you. My name's Terry Earthwind Nichols. Do you have my name tag? No? Well, we're filling out name tags, so you fill it out. Put it on the right side of your chest. Yes, the right side of your chest, not the left. Okay? This is so the International Association of Lions Clubs teach this to their district governors and above when they orient them. Put them on the right side so that when you extend your right hand, you also show your name tag to the person you're extending your hand to. Genius, huh? I love it. And it works so well. Okay? So you get your hand and they say, so Terry, what do you do? And you give them your 15 to 30 second spiel, not your 1 minute elevator speech. Your 15 to 30 second story about what you do for people. Okay, I'm Terry Nichols, chairman of evolutionaryhealer.com, and let me tell you about something that I do. Blah, 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 blah. 15 to 30 seconds, and then that's it. And you thank them, and you walk away. If they want to know more, they'll ask you. Or they'll say, that's great, or whatever. Well, that's kind of an interesting thing. Don't give them your business card. Yes, I've been saying this all week. Don't pass out your business card like it's a mailer. All right? You give business cards to people who ask you for them. You ask people for their business cards, and you don't give away your business cards unless they ask you specifically. And I mentioned a couple of times earlier this week that if somebody just comes up to you and hands you a business card, what do you do with it? I refuse it. I said, I don't need your business card. You don't know who I am. You don't know why I may even buy a product from you. I'm not inclined to buy a product from you because you don't know me. You haven't taken the moment of your time to find out who I am. So I'm not interested in your business card. And I'll refuse it. Okay? We'll go into it more here in a minute. So now you look around and you look for those 2 or 3 around, or maybe 4, that you connected with when you walked in the room and declared energetically that you're there. Not to be a power figure, but to be honest and authentic and approachable, open, right? You find one of them. You walk up to them. Now, if they're engaged in a physical way, one-to-one, right, you don't want to interfere with that energy. Those 2 people are talking to those 2 people, and they're not looking for you to break into their conversation. If there's 3 or 4 or 5, and it's a perfect circle or a perfect square, don't do anything with it. Mylene, hello Mylene from Germany. Don't break into a square that's already closed, because you'll get nowhere, starting with no respect. So we're talking about networking. Somebody looks at you and they open to allow you to come in. Oh, we got hearts coming, thank you. If they allow you to come in and they open the circle, then you've been invited in. And you can politely join in the conversation. But if no one does, don't do it. Even if one of the persons there is one of the persons that you want to talk to. Remember, you have 3 or 4 of them that you've already picked out that you are now going to search out and make contact with. Maybe you're going to go to another host table or another vendor table and kill time. Something that piques your interest. Maybe there's vendor tables there that you want to make contact with. Well, go see them. You're in no hurry. There's no time frame to talk to 3 or 4 people who could ideally be someone that you can do business with and or send you referrals. And we'll talk about that a little more again in just a minute. So they open up to you, or they come up to you, right? You introduce each other, and you introduce your name, and in the same breath, you say, so, Bob, what do you do? You don't wait for them to ask you. You ask them questions. You get them talking to you, and you feeding them very little bits of information. You want to know about them, okay? About them from your heart. Being authentic, being legitimate, being polite, okay? Saying things that you only mean, not things that you be polite. Always tell the truth. Just don't always be telling it. Have you ever heard that expression? You can tell the truth by not saying anything. If you're offended by something, said, I'm not comfortable with that type of language, I'm sorry. You tell them. You be authentic. They'll respect you for it. And if they don't, they'll walk away, or you can walk away. You're not chained to each other. There's no requirement, right? So, hi, Tammy. So, we're talking about opening this conversation. So, hi. If they come to you, perfect. So, hi, I'm Terry. What's your name? Let them say it. And then you immediately, as soon as they stop talking, you say, so what do you do? Why are you here? You start with, what do you do? And you let them say anything they want for as long as they want. But when they ask you, only 15 to 30 seconds, a short story about who are you, what you do for people, and what the results are. 15 to 30 seconds, very quick, and then you throw another question back at them. Listen to the person. Really listen to the person. Because you're not there to talk to every person in the room. So you're setting a precedence for that, right? What a beautiful day, huh? You seen these crepe myrtles above me here, behind me? Aren't they gorgeous? I love this time of year. It's very, very beautiful. Mylene remembers being here this time of year. Mylene's from Germany. Dear, dear friend. And so when you finish the conversation, if you want to talk to them, you really want to talk to them. Don't just open a conversation. Well, I'd like to continue this. Well, be honest about it. If you don't say the words. But if you are, look, we can't talk very much here, but I want to talk to you more. This is very interesting what you do, and I want to know more about it. Do you have a business card? You immediately write on the back of that business card why you're calling them, right there in front of them. So look, I want to make a note on your card because I'm going to meet a few people tonight, and I don't want to mess this up. So you be honest with them, right? And then you put the card away. And if they ask you for your card, give it to them, right? And just kind of hold your pen out in case they want to do the same note-taking on your business card, okay? That used to be impolite. Well, it's not anymore. It's good business practice. You are in charge of that business card and your connection with that person. So make sure that you're responsible when you're talking to people, okay? So you get the information and you thank them and you move on. You don't stand there and make long-lost buddies. You move on, or they move on, okay? When I go to an event and it's busy and it's crowded and there's a lot of people moving around, I will stay in one place and let the crowd move to me. Yeah, and it works. My wife and I were at a meetup once, and it was in a bar, and the bar was completely packed with people in this meetup event. And I started to move around, and she said, no, stay right here. The people we're going to meet will come to us. They'll find us. Just stay right here. And I did. I trusted that. And we walked out with about 16 cards, and of those 16, we had 12, 14 different great conversations of follow-up. And so where we're going with this is whatever conversations you have is going to be genuine. And that's what you want to be. You want to be authentic and genuine. And Tammy, I'm recording, so have fun. Take off shopping, and we'll catch up. So when people come up to you and you take their business card, be legit. Follow up no matter what. Okay? Follow up no matter what. You say you will, then you do that. Now, when you follow up, they don't return your calls or anything like that, well, it's fair game. You reached out. What's the number? Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 5 for me. Depends on how much I want to talk to that person. Or later on, after the event, when I put additional notes on the business card, I will also put whether or not there was other information that I wanted to give them, or more importantly, get from them. Because here's what happens. Somebody, especially the new people, right? They get assigned to go to this event on behalf of their company. Well, nobody's trained them how to do that. So go there, give everybody your card. So these little robots are walking around giving everybody their card. They don't even look at you. They just give you your card and keep going, right? When you refuse that card, they're shocked. You want to take my business card? No, I don't want anything to do with you. You're a robot walking around here. I don't want anything to do with you. Okay? Why are you here? Treat them like human. Why are you here? What are you walking around? What are you doing that for? Right? Networking. People hate it. Yeah, you hate it when you have to go and grip and grin, that's handshaking, with everybody in the room. But don't do that. Go in there and find somebody to talk to. There's always somebody to talk to. And they're there regularly. All right? Follow up. Follow up. Hey, Michael's here. Hi, Michael. Follow up. Follow up is, I can't tell you how important follow up is. It makes you real. It makes you human to follow up with somebody. You tell them you're going to follow up. You had better follow up. Okay? Because your reputation and who you are is connected to that. So in the follow-up call, you say, okay, let's say I'm going to call Michael. And I met Michael at the networking event. So I would call Michael for a very short phone call. Hey, Michael, we met at the networking event the other day. I liked what you did. I got your business card here, and that I wanted to follow up. And so you grab your calendar. Let's plug in 30 minutes later on this week. I don't have time to talk to you today because I'm taking phone calls also, so I'll be distracted. Grab your calendar. Let's put 30 minutes on there, and let's talk. And then when it's time for you to talk your 30 minutes, stay at 30 minutes. Okay? Because the person that you're talking to, when you're talking to Michael, it may not be Michael that's your future customer. It may be 10 people that Michael knows in his family or close friends who need you. So don't assume that every person you talk to is going to be your customer, even if you could sell everything to every customer in the room. Don't make that assumption. You're not going to sell the whole room, and the whole room's not going to be interested in you. I don't care who you are. Okay? I have been to peak performance events with national and international speakers. Okay? As soon as the event was over, there were people leaving the room. Didn't want to spend any personal time, or didn't even want to try to spend any personal time with this megastar. Right? And they're megastars and you're not. All right? So your duty for this coming week is, if you have a networking event coming up, only meet a few people. Just be yourself. Start in the restroom, and like the recordings for this week are. They're saved recordings. You know where to find them. They're right there on my Facebook page. evolutionaryhealer.com. This is the Mentor's Corner. Thanks for stopping. We'll see you soon. Monday, actually.